Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Starlost Stormridden. I'm Cryolane. I'm your GM. This is the party, and we got left off on quite the cliffhanger. So we'll just get right to it. Last time on Starlost Stormridden, you guys encountered the creatures that you had seen session before properly. The creatures that had chased Saltmark through this underwater ruin that you are currently in, searching for the good Sir William Black and the rest of Squad 12, are quickly identified as Nothos by Bella, thanks to some reading she had done prior. And it is revealed that they are pack-hunting fish-like raptor creatures, and that there are many of them hiding in the dark around, sort of approaching you. You all retreat back into the tiny hut after a successful intimidation check to scare them away, and proceed to take a short rest, where you prepare in various ways. Rook is sent out into the darkness to scout ahead with his magical dark vision. You guys summon your phantom steeds, which, God, you've done this to me. Hugo and Stock for Selic and Ritz, respectively. Bella sends some messages out to Delgado to inform him of the situation, giving him a bit more information from Saltmark, who wakes up after being tended to and reveals to all of you that there is an inner, deeper part of the ruins that Squad 12 and the researchers went down to the other day and accidentally triggered security measures on when William Black attempted to touch an artifact. Squad 12 is locked down in the inner ruins, and William Black is unable to help them try and escape because touching the artifact created a bubble of time stop, of which he and one member of Squad 12, Friedman, are currently trapped in. The door to the inner ruins also sealed, and the only reason Salt was able to get out to the rest of you is because she is small and there are still pipes down there. As a water genasi, she was able to hold her breath, get out into the depths of the lake, and then get back into the ruins to try and call for help. Fortunately, she encountered the Nothos, bringing us back to right where we are. With Delgado informed of the situation, and with the idea that there are members of Core 1 currently on their way to try and help you all, as well as someone sent from Cloud Breach who'll be able to dispel whatever magic is being encountered, you guys decide to start making your way through these outer ruins so you can try, at the very least, to get a gauge on the situation and, if possible, improve the general status of everything just a bit. As you go, you guys set yourselves up, make your way out of the tiny hut, and proceed to just scare away Nothos every time a number of them enter your vision. A combination of Selic being Selic, thaumaturgy, and spells from several of you, and Bella being 14 feet tall, give or take a few feet, is sufficient to keep the Nothos at bay, at least for a while, as you guys are outnumbered by them, but not in such a significant margin that they're willing to attack you. You make your way to a room that Rook had seen prior that has some sort of valve, some wheel on it that Salt confirmed never really did anything when they tried it before. So you guys figured you'd test and see if it had something to do with the security system. You give the wheel a couple of cranks, you hear some mechanisms start, and presumably something has been turned on in the ruins beneath you. And as you guys sort of gather in the door of that room, those of you with your various forms of extended dark vision, and even those of you with your normal distance of dark vision, have promptly realized you are surrounded from many, many directions by many, many Nothos, to the point that even with your intimidating statures and sizes, might not be enough to scare away a pack this big. Going to do one final group intimidation check. And that is where we ended on that cliffhanger. So we're going to come back in. As I have said already, there is not enough time to plan amongst one another for anything. But I will, like with the other intimidation checks, go one by one with you guys and ask what you are doing to enhance things. Feel free to DM me or to do sort of things, but there's just not enough time to coordinate amongst each other.
I didn't know she was a water ganassi. She's salt, the water ganassi. Salt water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Saltmark, the water ganassi. Represented so perfectly on this map.
That's how she was able to get through the pipes. She didn't have to
breathe
underwater.
I forgot about because I forgot how she got through. I was like, oh yeah, because she's salt, the water ganassi. Salt water. Damn it!
I love how in the most recent shanties, I talked about how much more inspired so many names were this campaign, and they had deeper meaning, and then there's saltwater. But regardless, starting off, we're going to go top down. Noah, what are you doing in an attempt to scare these creatures away? You're muted.
There's a lot of these fuckers.
Oh, yeah.
So
there's even more you can't see.
Yeah, but the ones I can, I'm like, this is bad. So Vane's gonna summon up 2 of his sparks, pop them in his mouth like they're a bunch of pills, and we're gonna light up a fire dragon's breath, and he's just gonna look up and fucking...
Okay, got it. Ray, considering you're dying, you can DM me while your internet stabilizes. Okay. Kay. In the words of Rook, a big bitch.
I don't imagine anything I have to say is really bothering these people, these things. Especially when there's so many of them. My threats feel pretty empty now. I'll just be like, this is your last warning. Stay back.
Okay. Up next, Crow.
Cryo. Can you read my DM really fast?
Cause the 2 of you coordinated, yes.
Fast. Make sure. Selic looks out at
above the table they coordinated, not the character.
They didn't coordinate on in game. Selic does not know, or someone does not know Selic's about to do this. But I made sure to check with the player and say that was okay. Selic knows that this is gonna be the last big one that he needs to do. So Selic just sorry, and he whips back around to Bella, who just walked up, and Selic bites Bella in the knee.
Roll to hit. I'll say that you hit regardless, but roll because I know if you crit, there's more to this. So.
It's not a crit. It's not a crit.
Okay, so you hit.
So you're going to take Bella. You take. That is 6 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, it's literally Bella is it's your last warning. Just looks down to you.
And then whips back and just one last, because he still has it up. He's still, it's a consistent thaumaturgy that lasts. One big, as he's he has the blue smoke coming out of his mouth because that's what he stole from Bella. He took just a piece of your dreams, and he goes, "I will devour you away!" And just
okay.
So whatever this is, it's +6, plus my normal things. Okay. Oh. Okay. That also that
Oh, are we rolling it?
I'm keeping it.
About to say.
Yeah, I'm keeping it on the side.
Oh wait. What about Ritz?
What about Ritz? What's Ritz doing?
Yeah,
I will
I'm
hold
like,
this
I was
number
about
for
to
you
say,
now.
Ritz, what
Ritz
are you
pees
doing?
himself.
I think like what is it? Ritz would kind of like look back and see what like Runava's aiming to do and react with that. Like in line with that, maybe like him help bolster it up a bit. Oh,
Renava dies. Go ahead.
The
and bolster
opposite of what
death.
you wanted to do, Pulse.
This is why
I wanted to
raised
bolster you.
judgment.
I can't
The
believe
opposite
Ritz
of what you
killed
set out to
Renava.
Ritz turns
I'm
back
gonna
and
look
Renava
back.
peace sign fades away.
Whose name did you
That's the
spell?
same joke.
shit.
Shit.
Ritz, what did you do? What did you do?
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Well, here we go. Here we go.
Welcome to
9.
Thursday.
Yeah, whenever we record on a Thursday, it's ugly.
It doesn't look like Rudava is going to do much at a glance. Ray, you got anything in particular? Are you alive enough to have things to say? Nope. Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't look like Runava's doing anything at a glance that you can tell.
Oh. I think I would try and hint to focus on the upper portion while I focus down here, since like these guys are incapacitated still, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like, just like in this direction, I wouldn't exactly want to hit them, but more as like a, was it fail a roll on purpose, but shoot a fiery chromatic orb that way.
Ooh, okay. I will say for that real quick, just play rollies with me.
2.
Okay. Well, roll again.
Wow.
I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's Pulse is gonna beat me. I rolled 2 and then 2.
15.
13. Okay. So you can succeed on that, on intentionally throwing one out and
You
failing.
can succeed on failing.
I think how it would like sort of go out is just like out of his hand and then just kind of like wibble wobble and like just sort of like speed past them.
Okay. All right.
Little
I've got
curveball.
everything.
Famous wibble wobble technique.
Wobble, baby. Wobble.
Vane, because you are using fire, and Selic, because you are using thaumaturgy, you both have advantage. Selic, you already rolled.
My apologies, I got excited.
Ritz used fire.
Hmm?
Ritz used fire.
Well, he already succeeded.
Hello?
What?
Everything just lagged for a second. And
No, I mean,
Oh,
what'd you say, Noah?
is it Rich used
Ritz
fire?
used fire.
But he already
True. He succeeded.
Yeah,
To be fair, I did use a very big fire.
Yeah. I'll say, Pulse, you can add your... I'll let you add your spell modifier also, but I won't give you a... Because it's a small orb. Okay.
Y'all aren't ready for my shit. Y'all aren't ready for my
Are you
roll.
still rolling like
I
ass?
I had to take a picture of this shit. This shit's awesome. Nah, man.
Oh, buddy. It's okay. I'm seeing some other rolls, and I think we might be okay.
16.
Okay. Noah, what you got?
22.
22. Ray messaged me what they got. Okay.
I'm supposed to hear in private talk. It's a natural 1, baby.
For a
Plus
total of...
0. For a total of 1.
Woo! Pulse got 16. Selic, what's your total?
thank you for letting me bite you. It's the highest intimidation check I've ever rolled.
Oh, dear God.
38.
Holy shit. Okay. Well,
What's Saltmark do?
Saltmark's a rogue. She doesn't try and make herself look scary. She tries to hide.
Mm.
This is. Ooh.
Well, so this is a group one, so it's being averaged out.
Yep.
That
Making up for
one's
Bella's
really going to
average.
drag down the average.
Don't worry, I bumped this up.
Okay.
You can always count on me to drag down the average.
It's okay, because the average is still meets beats. You guys averaged slightly higher than this because there's a decimal point, but you guys managed to meet 21 on this intimidation check.
High fives, high fives, high fives, everyone.
Yeah.
I should not participate.
No, you
In
help.
this moment,
What are you talking about? You help. Like I took your stuff and put it on mine.
we're gonna
Exactly what you
compile things together here in this moment. Excellent Ritz fist bump. Finger bump.
Don't like it.
Okay, thank you for letting me do that. Thank you for letting me do that.
Epic Ritz finger.
No.
There's this moment. You all turn. Like Salt immediately kind of tucking behind Vane with a dagger. The two of you up on the horse. Ritz, you summon a little ball of fire and you throw it out just as Bella tells them all they need to back away. And then there's like the shock on all of these creatures as they see like one of their own prey attack another, but then turn to them with this vicious maw of smoke, telling them they're going to be devoured. And as they're processing all of these stimuli, Vane turns his head high up and just breathes a cone of flame that ignites the whole area for a second. And some of them are stunned in this sort of shock of just the moment of just all of this shit happening. And I'll say, the three of you who have 120 feet of dark vision right now, because two of you are looking through your familiars, and Bella, you just have that. You watch as, seemingly unprompted by all of you guys, as they all sort of freeze in terror. Some of them, off up here, if you see my little ping up above, some of them just at the edges of your vision, you watch as it looks like they just suddenly get grabbed by something and ripped into the darkness. And the combination of everything you do and whatever this creature that has been unforeseen until now does, scares the entire herd. They are immediately all fleeing from you.
They get pulled like in the direction that we're going.
No, like away from you, up. They get pulled upwards. These ones up here, they get yanked.
Aren't we going up?
Mm-mm.
No, you came
no.
from
Doors
up.
to the
You came
left.
down. Yeah,
Oh,
doors
it's to the
down and
left.
left.
I see. I understand.
So everything, all of these creatures just fleeing as quickly as they can.
Hey guys, over under
Yeah.
real quick. Did we let something out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
So we should move. Sound like you
Maybe
can
it's
say that.
friendly.
The general sounds you hear coming from the northern direction of the map do not indicate friendly.
Maybe it's friendly to us.
Maybe.
So,
I will, in fact, ask you all to close Foundry now, for the sake of your CPUs and the fact that you will not be getting in combat with the Nothos today.
Today.
Yay.
Yet.
Booking it. We're just
Booking.
fucking booking it.
Yeah,
like
just-
there's no question.
You guys start, especially you had that moment of like they're running, and then you saw some of them just get vroom, and you're like, ah!
Did anybody catch what zoomed them?
No, it looked just because A, they're at the edges of your vision, and B, it's so quick that it looked almost just like your vision got blurry for a second, and they were just ripped out of focus.
Can I roll an active perception check to try and make out any features of this creature?
I will say, let me look at what's your perception bonus?
2.
No, you cannot.
Cool.
Do you think we let out Philip or whatever we're gonna call him? Gerald, Jeremy,
What
the
are you
big
talking
man under the ocean.
Did it make any
No,
sound?
I don't think we let out him. I think we let out the thing in the shadows, which could
Yeah.
not fucking fit in this room.
Yeah,
Did it make any
that's
sounds?
Brittany.
It's
It's
Brittany,
Brittany.
bitch.
It did not make any sound. The only sounds you heard was the sounds of the Nothos trying to dig their claws into the ground and not get ripped into the dark and then to shreds.
God.
Cool.
Take off.
So, Ray just freezing on the phone. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Ray, that was the funniest UP ever.
Is okay now. It's
On
hilarious.
Cubone's birthday.
On Cubone's, everybody, it's Cubone's birthday. I gestured like there he is.
He's gone. He's back.
Anyway, it's Cubone's birthday.
Oh god, I don't.
He's 4
care.
now.
I'm just kidding.
We gotta say that.
So,
Ooh.
you guys book it for the door. You all have one form of dark vision or another, so you are able to get to it just fine. You pass by several other damaged pillars and through this big dark space. The Nothos are freaking out. They're horrified. So you hear all of these, they're like sort of hissing yips, almost like coyote sounds if they had like a hiss to them. It's like as they are just fleeing into the dark, into whatever nook and cranny they can from you all and whatever is now hunting them through this space. You guys come running up, and there is just a big ass circular door in front of you. Not
Is it open?
it is not open, and it does not match the drawings that you had seen of whatever the door was that William Black was concerned about.
What the
As you
fuck
come-
is this?
As you come running up, Salt is like, "This is it. This is the door.
How do you open it?
How do I open? If I knew that, we wouldn't have gotten locked in."
Vane's looking at the paper
You're
and
on
looks
the
at the
other
door and it's
side.
like, this is not fucking it.
That's
Alright,
the
pull
door that's
first.
further in.
Try pulling first, then we try magic.
Pulling what?
It does
there a
have
knob?
these big, like, inset handles that you can like reach in
Oh.
and grab.
Cool.
Guidance.
With guidance.
Wait,
And
does
with your
guidance
roll?
stack?
No.
Guidance doesn't stack. Those spells
No.
don't stack.
Yeah, you just replace guidance with a different guidance.
But you have
I
advantage.
will say, with guidance,
You are
with
cleric. I should not
bigger-
be getting guidance right now.
you can make me an athletics check at advantage with guidance.
Okay.
Yeah. So add an extra D4.
And also remember, because
Big.
I am a furbolg, I count as one size larger when determining
Yeah,
carrying
so
capacity
you're
for what you can
huge.
push, drag, or lift.
Yeah. No, that's why you get to make this.
Oh wait, could
Yep.
I thaumaturgy to help? Because it does unlock doors.
It does not unlock doors.
Or, like,
it
or
it's
opens.
not
It
Well,
opens
just person.
unlocked
If they're-
doors.
Unlock doors.
Thaumaturgy opens unlocked doors.
Fucking god. are
Yeah, I
you
was curious if
kidding
this
me?
was like locked.
Holy shit.
You're not sure because you ran up and now you're grabbing it and trying to open it. You're not sure if it's locked.
18.
Plus a D4.
18 with advantage and all that stuff.
I rolled a 6 and an 8.
Oh no.
What is happening? In the
you
stupid
have-
fucking cave.
You have an
you-
inspiration.
You do have an inspiration.
You do.
I have inspiration.
Yeah, we all got it.
Everybody's got inspiration.
Oh yes.
You all got it from Musement.
Come on. Or no, not come on. This is up to you.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, Cryo, how high stakes is this situation right now?
There's something mauling Nothos in the darkness behind you, so it might not come after you. It's got plenty of Nothos to eat. whatever it
As I'm
is.
pulling and I hear the thing fucking gnawing on Nothos, and I figure
I will say that with your passive perception, it's not super high, but it's high enough to tell that whatever this thing is, it is not getting closer. It is still preoccupied with Nothos in the dark. If that influences your decision here.
I think we just need to get through this door as fast as possible. I am going to. Yeah, fuck it. I'll use that inspiration. I use my inspiration to try and save my friends.
Oh! A very low res nat 20.
It's a natural 20. It's a
Natural 20!
So that if I add on what I had from the guidance and stuff before, that's 30.
30. Okay.
In the 30 club.
Okay.
So
Because you were a huge creature, I let you try and force the door. And I let you try and force the door with guidance specifically, because it's the only way you can meet the DC. The DC to open this door forcefully while it is locked can only be met by a huge-sized creature that rolls 28 or higher. So you dig your hands in, and it doesn't budge at first. And then you hear the sounds of a Nothos getting wrecked, and you pull a hand out, and you adjust your grip, and you heave.
as I'm like pulling, I literally do the thing where like I pull my full way away and I put my foot up against the other side of the wall and use that as leverage to just yank it from the door.
You start pulling, and all of you have to take a step back as some rocks kind of tumbling down from some of the walls. Because this door sinks into the wall like a safe vault does from 6 different points. 2 on top, 2 on the wall, 2 on bottom. And all of them just get ripped like 4 feet out as Bella puts everything into opening this door. And there is enough of a gap that all of you, except ironically, the very big right now Bella, can easily fit through.
We gotta
Of
get off
which-
our horses.
As I pull it off, I shrink back down as a minute has passed.
Thane's like, you did great, Bella. Get the fuck inside. And he's just like shoving, like he's sliding against the floors. He's like pushing her.
Gotta get off the. I assume we can't get the horses in.
The horses can get in with difficulty.
I'll yank him in.
Okay. You get the horses in pretty quick. You like
Okay.
squeeze them through, pop them in.
Hugo, don't complain.
You guys get in. This hallway is dimly lit, like along the length of it. It is, it's about 40 feet wide. It's still tall, but not as tall as the prior room you were in. Also 40 feet. You're essentially in just a square that has been extended. And it is dimly lit the whole way by these little crystals every 10 feet.
And
I still
pull
have
the
my
door
torch.
back closed.
You pull the door, and with some difficulty now, because you are smaller, you kind of start dragging it. And you get it to where there's only like a 1.5 feet still left, and it can't come
Yeah.
any further just because of the way it has been ripped from the wall.
That's fair.
It will probably never close properly again.
Cool. I probably could have checked for like there's probably like a lever somewhere, but
How
You
tall
know.
is the door? It's just like a massive door.
The door, it's 40 feet by 40 feet. It's just a
Okay.
it is a big circle.
of
Well, I guess
stone.
40 feet by 40 feet is, it's more like 39 foot diameter. It's not the full wall, and it is just this big stone and metal door that is now slightly mangled.
Cool.
I got
And
my
so
torch.
Is there anything in this space that I can
It
see?
is just a big, long hallway that then curves.
Detect magic.
Detect magic. Okay. As you queue up detect magic, The lights on the sides are obviously glowing. Your party's emitting various magic here and there. And all of the walls have just a bit of transmutation on them, like some kind of enchant.
Pull out my lantern.
Okay, you light your lantern, so
Mhm.
everybody gets bright light that kind of breaks out the dim, and now everybody sees those glows.
How far does the bright light go?
10 feet.
Sort of gets off of his horse and moves away 10 feet and then turns invisible. Because I can't be in bright light when I
These
use
walls, the walls all have transmutation magic on them. I don't know what that means, but watch out, y'all.
As you say that, Saltmark actually goes, I know what it means.
Well,
As she just walks over real quick and literally just goes, like, boom, boom, on the wall real quick. And as she double taps it, it almost ripples. And then it continues to ripple as the transmutation spell takes effect and converts all the material that makes it up into a thick crystal. Ripples down as this entire hallway becomes see-through. Out into the lake beyond.
Oh,
Ooh.
It's dark. There's barely the glimmer of light far, far above you. And now there is the light from these crystals set into the wall that is illuminating not only the space you're walking in, but now some of the space in the lake out there. You watch some fish dart away in shock.
Fish.
From this angle, you cannot see your big friend. Also because he is not illuminated. So
Yeah.
even if he was close enough for you to potentially see, there are no spotlights on him.
he is no friend of mine.
I put a hand on Bella. Bella, you cannot see me. But he just like, hey, it's me.
Howdy.
Is your leg okay?
Oh yeah, I've been through worse.
Apologies.
It's all right. I figured if you were doing it, it was with a reason, so I trusted you.
Thank you. Vane,
Yeah.
you should take Hugo. I'm gonna be invisible.
I don't want him.
He can
Why
run faster
doesn't
than
anybody
anyone.
love me?
Vane is, he's like,
It's
I don't
'cause you
want him.
talk, Hugo.
Just walks over to Bella and is just like, he's got that same jar that he put on Salt. He's just like, hold your leg up.
Oh, ow, it's cold.
Yeah, well.
You should just
get
use him. Oh, you're one off.
Oh,
You should use him because he's
takes
fast.
a little bit, but
You-
he's fast, but I'm quiet.
You are not quiet.
Vane literally standing there, jumps in place, and his footfalls make absolutely no noise.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about.
I don't
You
want your
think I'm
whiny-
quieter than him? That's so nice of you, Lord Selleck.
Hmm.
I appreciate you and what you believe about me.
Yeah.
So, Saltmark, is there anything we should know about moving forwards in this chamber?
It's a really long hallway that goes kind of down, and then we kind of loop back, and then we're in the ruins underneath.
Okay.
Gotcha.
She's
So, Mark, why
Just
don't you
keep
go
going.
ahead and get on the horse, so you can get out.
Yeah, I'll get on the sad horse. She just climbs up,
I'll knock twice on the wall.
and it boom, it ripples out, and it all turns back into solid stone as it goes.
As claustrophobic as it might feel, I'd rather not have a. We don't know what could be watching us from outside.
So as you say that, Salt's like, right, you saw the You saw the view.
Yeah, any word on that? Well, are y'all doing your research on that?
We were gonna look into it. We figured information would be in the inner ruins. There wasn't really a lot of mention of him up here.
Okay.
We kept an eye on him once we found out what the dial did. We'd turn it on here and there to check on him. He's awake, whatever it is. It just kind of
Okay.
sits there. When you turn the lights on, it kind of blinks like it forgot that they were there and doesn't do anything.
Did you name it?
Did we name it? Yeah, Alex named it.
What did she name it?
She called it Beck. Because it's big as heck.
That's Alex for you. Always with those great ideas.
How far are your squad from here?
Down below, and then there's another big door that we'll have to open. The one that points at the drawing.
I
And
assume
then
no
they're
more,
down in the ruins underneath. So
no more dangers, I assume.
I don't think so, unless dangerous stuff popped up down there in the few hours I've been gone, which it might have. I don't trust a single thing in this place.
All right, well let's start kicking dust. We should start moving.
All right.
Even though there's no danger, let's at least jog, run, go.
Tally ho,
let's do it.
sad horse.
Rich, you want me to carry you?
Ritz is on a horse.
I'm on the horse.
Rich is on a horse. I forgot.
So is
Renava, you want me to
Renava.
carry you?
Renava's
Renava's
on
on
that
Ritz's
same
horse.
Also on the horse. Damn.
Yeah.
Anyone want me to carry them?
Vane
Your
just
options
like
are
holds
Vane
up
or
his
Sally?
hand. He's like, "Would it make you feel better if you just held my hand?"
No. You'd probably slow me down.
Okay.
You guys start jogging, speed walking, making your way down this tunnel at a brisk pace.
Oh, Ray is gonna restart their PC.
Yep.
They said, "Are we gonna pause?"
They
or...
said they.
Oh, they said not to pause.
Yeah, they said not
Okay.
to pause.
My
So
fault. I should have read all.
no,
that.
you're good.
I'll
You were
instruct.
just trying. What was that?
I'll instruct Broth to just like keep an eye behind us and go back to my usual vision.
Okay. As you go back to your normal vision and kind of blink, like, you guys make your way down this tunnel, like Salt says. From the point you see it start curving, it just curves tight, like all the way around. You guys get the idea that this whole structure may have been made kind of ostentatiously. Just from the layout of what you've seen so far. The giant open pillar rooms, the big dome windows, and now this magic tunnel that can open out into the lake. It feels like this place was meant to be seen. Like people were meant to be here, which makes it even more eerie that it is old and dead.
Oh fuck.
What?
We're in an aquarium. Giant glass tunnel, big
Wait, but-
viewing dome.
Did Osmandius just really like fish? If his final resting place is in an aquarium?
Maybe. Maybe.
He was just a big marine life fan.
I'll ask
Oh, he might be a fish.
Ritz, and I don't know if Ray can hear me at current because their PC is restarting.
Probably not.
Oh,
You want me to advantage this?
Oh, Ray can.
Maybe?
Never mind. Ray said I can.
Unless it's a. Oh, okay.
okay. I'd like you both, real quick, to make me intelligence checks. Neither of you with advantage. This is just if either of you put together the pieces.
This is
Dirty
an
20?
aquarium.
There are no divergences in this hallway, right?
No.
Okay.
It's one big one.
Is there a moving sidewalk?
If there was, it wouldn't move anymore.
Dirty 20.
Two dirty
yeah.
20.
Oh, really? Yo.
I was literally saying fucking just the handshake meme. You guys both realize as you're going, you don't know exactly what this place is or what purpose it serves, but you remember Vane came back and shared to you guys that translation that was found. This place, it's mentioned, place that used to be high above and is now deep below. So presumably, whether it was on just the surface or even higher than that, this place used to be accessible without being underwater.
It's Atlantis.
No, I don't think that's it. What? Wait, but why the crystal tunnel?
Because the crystal tunnel was underwater, but the top part was accessible from above.
Maybe. You don't know.
I assume.
Oh,
Regardless,
interesting.
your time through the tunnel is mostly uneventful outside of this brief realization. You guys do your whole loop, come on down, and as you double your way back towards the structure, it will take you less than 4 minutes. Like, it takes just a couple minutes to go the whole length.
Cool.
As you guys are coming up, there is that door that you see now in the distance through the dim light. It looks so much different than the last one. The last one looked like it was a big metal slab that, once you saw the inside of it, just had a twisting, like, safe lock. This one is this smooth piece of metal with 2 handles for gripping, and then it looks like a series of big levers that can get pulled. And beyond that, you're not really sure what the mechanism is as you guys come trotting up to it.
Just look over to Saltmark.
I don't know. It was open when we came down here.
Right. Okay.
I mean, it wasn't open, but it wasn't locked.
Detect magic is still up.
It is locked, like, magically. You can sense that there is a magical lock on it. I don't know what school of magic arcane lock is, but it's that one. Let me pull it up.
Are the levers
Abjuration.
in any specific position? Are they, like, all up, all down?
They're all up, but I will say they are, the easiest way to describe them is door imagines my 2 arms. There goes K. K is back. Door imagines my 2 arms. Edges of the screen. There is 2 levers, and then there's like 20 feet of space.
And then where's the turning thing?
The turning thing is on the far left side, presumably where the door opens.
Okay. Maybe we gotta pull all the levers at the same time.
Is it just locked that way, or is it locked magically?
I mean, there's magic lock on it as well, yeah. But I'm assuming if we do whatever mechanism works, it dispels the magic on it. I don't really know how this stuff works.
I've always wanted to pull a big lever.
We could try. I also have knock, so maybe it's a combination of both.
We can try this first because it doesn't waste any energy. I'll go to the other 2 levers, I guess.
What could
ready,
possibly go
Vane?
wrong from
Bella-
activating a second
Bella, you-
mechanism?
Bella, you don't have to reach up. Vane, you have to reach up to like here, slightly above your head to pull them down. Bella, they're like down here by your shoulders.
Mm.
And
All right,
Balta's
I'm
just
go. 3, 2, 1, go.
You guys pull, and despite being here for a long ass time, apparently, buttery smooth, these levers just. And as they click down into place, the 2 crystals on either side of the door that are holding it closed just go and just flash red for a second and then go back.
Oh, it's a combination lock. Pulled them all back up.
3, 4, 2, 1.
Huh?
Vane runs over.
Oh, they come back up if you're not holding them down.
Fuck.
So you 3, 4, you start running and you're like, oh shit.
I'll do 2, 1.
You do
Just ran
2,
over
1.
there silently.
Yeah.
As you do 3, 4, 2, 1, it's a green light, a red light.
3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2.
Boom, green.
Oh, cool.
Damn, it would have been
You guys-
so good if I brute forced that shit.
You guys just hear a mechanisms inside just. However, the arcane lock does not go down.
As I just step back there. Wow, that was easier than I expected. Bella, not Bella, that's me. No, but you still gotta turn off the magic lock. It didn't disable that.
Vane just goes, there's only so many combinations a 4-digit lock can be.
It's fair.
I'll walk up and
16.
I just knock on the door twice. Very simple. And the entire the entire door and the surface gets completely shrouded in black, like this complete darkness before it returns to normal. As I cast knock.
I was really worried you were gonna just be like, I just knocked twice because I took a bite of food expecting your whole like flavor description. And then you were like, I knocked twice, and I was like, no, I'm chewing. Have more.
And then I did have more.
Thank God. The arcane lock is suppressed. So you watch as the effect doesn't go away, but it just dims and dwindles.
We got 10 minutes.
Yep. No squeak. This thing, as you grab it, perfectly just. You just
Nice.
pull.
Oh wait, doesn't it also like because knock like has a huge sound?
Yeah, it'd be really loud.
Oh, yeah. And you're in a tight space.
Right, that's why
Okay.
knock doesn't have is not a stealth spell.
Yeah, like Ritz would know this in like kind of his ears.
Ray, do you have flavor for what your knock sounds like, or shall I? Knock, knock.
Vane is in the middle of like bragging to Bella when the second sound goes off. It's just like there can only be so many answers for fucking.
It says it in the spell or something, right? Or I mean, you can also have flavor, obviously, but
Oh yeah, just a loud knock. Audible is yeah. I forgot. Okay, yeah. So there is just the knock happens, the darkness appears, and then there is just another much louder like knock knock that echoes through the whole hallway, and you all except Ritz, who was ready, have a moment of just like ah.
all right.
And then Bella, you turn the wheel perfectly buttery smooth again until you hear a couple little gears inside clink and then clack into position. And the whole door, before you even pull it, unlike the other one which you had to rip, and which was old and kind of set in, this one kind of just comes loose with this perfect. It's like when you open a fridge that is brand new and it's that perfectly smooth, like slide. Despite the fact that this door is huge, it just opens effortlessly.
Why the fuck did they oil this one?
As it opens, okay.
Thing is slicker than a gelatinous cube.
As it opens, Bella, you have like, this thing is slicker than and there is just a crossbow bolt that just past you. You turn.
Flashbacks.
You turn in kind of like shock to see where it came from, and there's just Escatol there, just like, ah!
Howdy.
I'm sorry, Belle.
That's alright. You missed.
That's not actually really that encouraging. I was supposed to be on guard.
Well, no, I mean, like, I don't. You almost got me.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, someone brought up an amazing thing here. Give me one sec.
Uh-oh.
As the knock resounded a few moments ago, we're gonna track back here. It reverberated and everyone covered their ears. As Ritz still had his ears covered, he did not hear the small but audible next to him as broth exploded. Broth literally, it hits and broth just just gone. Ritz, you have a moment. You have a moment where you still think broth is on your shoulder, and then a thing of incense just falls into your lap.
No! Oh, you got him!
Drums and he died.
I thought you knew better.
You can't blame me for that one. You know that knock is not a damaging spell.
It doesn't make sense.
It does not.
He's so frail.
You should really get him checked.
Get him checked.
Derby peeks out of your hood with his little hands against his head, and it's like, ah.
Is there like a familiar vet where
do you get them checked?
Oh no, he's
Yeah.
perfect.
Ah.
How would you know if you didn't get him checked?
Once again, you see Zervi do the fucking 1,000-yard stare that you saw him do when he was asked where his food goes. Just, how do you know if you don't get him checked? And you just. Cut back to Escatol there. You guys came!
Of course.
Oh! Salt, I can't believe you ran out and got our friends! I expect you to call Delgado. And Salt's like, I didn't, they're not.
Salt is on a skeleton smoke horse.
Escatol is just so excited he comes up and he like hugs Bella's legs because he comes up to like her knee. He's just like, I'm so glad to see you guys. I'm so glad. Thanks for coming when Salt called. It's Salt again. It's like, I wouldn't have.
No, Captain Delgado sent us.
Oh, you did call Delgado. I'm trying to talk. I didn't call anyone. Oh. Well, hi guys. Welcome in.
Can you show us the way to William Black?
Yeah, sure. Do we want to, he like points the door. Do we want to like jam this open or something? Because the last time we left it alone, it locked us in here.
How do you propose we do that?
I don't know. You guys got like a folding chair? Or you can jam up against it? Or
I bring it everywhere with me.
you bring a folding chair with you everywhere?
Of course.
That's really impressive, actually. That's
lying.
cool. Oh.
Selly, I have an idea. Because that rod is not. Oh wait, you have a bag of holding now. Selly, I have an idea, and he just walks over and opens your bag and digs in.
No, you don't.
Fuck.
I'm invisible.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. Selly, you point.
Set.
I pull out a crowbar.
Maybe that'll work.
Oh my.
Sally. Please?
I'm
Is
being
he
quiet.
okay?
I'm being silent.
Can I have your rod?
No.
No, not that one.
No.
Not that one.
No.
The paralysis rod.
No.
I have an idea.
No. Rav is holding a crowbar.
What's she gonna do with that?
Gem it.
Okay. Like a door stopper.
I don't. Well, I don't know if that's gonna be enough, because it's like a magical lock, and then like shuts it closed with the mechanism.
Does the locking spell, does the door need to be closed for it to go?
Arcane lock, you mean?
I know, but I don't want
Well,
someone
I'm
to say
saying
it.
either way, when the mechanism closes the door, if the mechanism closes the door and it's moving this big old, like, multiple tons of stone and metal, I don't think this crowbar is gonna really stand a chance.
The immovable rod wouldn't do anything either. It's broken. It would paralyze whoever used it, not
Mhm.
stick them in place.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to use you as a doorstop?
I wasn't gonna say me. His head just
I'm interested.
slowly peeks over at Hugo.
Oh. No. Hugo will die. Also, how is Hugo going to hit the button?
If you give me the rod, I'll show you.
No.
I we can try using the crowbar here. Oh, actually, I will ask Runava for the crowbar because I have an idea. I'll take it and start taking out the set of half plate armor from my bag of holding, and I'll sort of arrange it around the crowbar with it like in the center, and I'll take 50 feet of hempen rope and tie it all around so it's just a big weight, a big metal like cone, or with the crowbar in the center. And I'll sort of just place it there and wedge it between the door and where it closes.
Okay.
Is the ground
There we
like
go.
it's transmuted it back into stone, right?
Well, the ground doesn't change, just the walls.
Oh, but what's the ground made of?
Stone.
The ground is made of solid stone down here. Looks like it might be quartz.
I will start reinforcing it with molder.
Okay.
Oh, we could have just done
Keep
that
it-
to
keep it
jam
nice
the
and
door.
You start trying to mold earth, and it does not work on this material.
Never mind.
Kind of like does
Ritz does the whole, and nothing happens.
What you doing,
I
Mag?
finished tying our stuff together. I just pulled that high five to Renata.
It's the weakest high five non-committal that you
It does
have
not
ever
make a
felt.
sound.
Yeah.
I
If she touches your hand.
It's like I did it like to the side, like as like a really casual, like whatever, and then I feel like this like slither across my skin. I just turn back. I'm just like, what was that?
As well.
What did you just do?
You want to die. Never mind. Never mind.
What you gotta do it harder than that. You gotta slap it.
Zervi
Slap
on
me,
your shoulder,
Renava.
like, eh.
Well, I don't want to hurt him. Nice. Thank you, Zervi.
So, William Black.
William, when we get back, I'm going fishing.
Okay.
As you guys are getting everything ready, Salt kind of like leads down to Vane, who's nearby, and is like, "Hey, do you have paint?
Yeah.
You want to paint the combination on the wall in case we get locked in this bitch again?"
Vane like spins his dagger real quick and flicks it to activate the cap, and he's like,
Just spray real quick. 3, 4, 1, 2. You guys head on in. In here is a weird shift from before. Similar to how this door is different than the other one, the inner ruins are not damaged as much. There's not algae on stuff. There's not these like rivulets of water here and there. There's no K-Meister. There he is. It is almost sterile in the fact that it is so clean, but also in the fact that it is a slightly different style of architecture down here. Lines are cleaner, the stone is smooth. Even as you walk on the floor, it feels more like you're walking on dedicated tile versus just big stones that were put in place. To those of us above the table, it feels almost like you're walking into a hospital. And that is only exacerbated as you walk down the rest of this hallway and enter this big open space with gentle white light that is just filling the entire it's this whole large round room that has doors that head off in multiple directions. And sitting there in the center of it as you guys come in is Alex. Just kind of sitting cross-legged. Like, it looks like she's eating some jerky. And Escadal comes up and he's like, "I brought friends!" And Alex turns back and just, gets up and starts sprinting to you, Bella. And just boom, in his big hug.
Nice to see you too, girl.
It's nice to see you. You have no idea how worried I've been down here.
I can imagine. They seem spooky.
Oh, yeah. This shit sucks. This place is terrible.
Okay.
There's no food down here, Belle.
Yeah. I wouldn't imagine there would be.
And we left a bunch of it up at our like little camp. So I didn't bring food down here, Bella, other than snacks.
I got bad news for you. That's definitely all fucking gone.
Yeah.
Why? Oh my gosh, Salt, what the fuck happened to you? Just there's stuff in the lake. It wasn't in the lake anymore. It tried to eat us. Beck tried to eat you? Not Beck. Not the... God, I called it Beck. God damn it, Salt gets off Hugo.
I think if Beck had tried to eat her, she wouldn't be telling the tale.
Did you see Beck?
Yeah, not a fan.
Yeah, we did. It was not a very
oh cool, right?
It's that's a way to put it, surely.
Very much so, yes. Appears from nowhere.
It's
just, that was not Alex. That was Escatal on the ground.
So like just opens his book and just
But hey, let's
back to invisible.
We can do pleasantries later. Take us to
oh yeah,
Black.
this way. Come on. Samuel's keeping an eye on him.
Right.
Goes running down the hallway. I'm trying so hard, you guys. I'm trying so hard to keep a straight face here. Alex goes like rushing down a hall, like leading you guys in. As you go, you guys pass by a bunch of rooms to the side. Each of them set away almost like office spaces. They are mostly devoid of anything except the occasional damaged, time-worn objects. Maybe a couple tables. There's no proper desks or chairs anymore. They've long since rotted away purely by the nature of time, even sealed away like they were. Until eventually, you enter out into another space. This time, you are up on this sort of elevated veranda that has stairs that go down either side. Out in front of you guys is a massive half dome that is coming off, that is currently all stone. But presumably, looking at the stone, it seems very similar to the hallway you were in. So you were all able to, just through context clues, put together that it likely turns clear. And in the center of it, the very middle of this round room that's ringed by these old, ancient tables, is a shockingly familiar sight to all of you. There is a basin. This time, it doesn't seem to be filled with any kind of liquid. There is light that is out around it, floating these little golden motes, like constellations projected into the air in this 10-foot area around, 15-foot radius around it. And within that radius, in that light, are two figures. The figure of Friedman Freeman, the Furbolg from Squad 12, and William Black, who is frozen with his hand reaching into the basin, and his other hand with his spell book open. And then sitting kind of cross-legged, just keeping an eye on them with a sword across his lap, is Samuel, the deaf member of Squad 12 you guys have seen before.
Vane has a moment seeing William and Friedman, and his head just kind of tilts over to Runava and goes, I said that I would consider you bad luck if it were here. Well, I feel bad because I didn't think I'd be right.
Right.
I still have Detect Magic up. Is there like a bubble around this thing keeping them in time stuff?
Yeah, shouldn't the lantern show it actually? Like
yeah, because Pulse OSOS has the lantern lit. So, Bella, you see it first because your range.
The lantern does the thing for 1 minute.
Oh yeah,
you activated it in the
it's just a normal lantern now. It's just a normal.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, can I reactivate it? Does that have charge?
It's once per
Once
day.
a day.
It's one per day. You can add it to your inventory. It's got I built it.
Yeah, lantern of detection.
It is. There is transmutation, like a bubble of it, floating in the air around the basin. And as you guys come in, Alex just like pulls out a little marble and throws it out towards Samuel, who just is sitting there kind of watching them and is just like, and catches it at like the last second. He's like, hi! Like way too loud because he has no gauge. So he just like screams basically, hi! And then he sees Salt go like, ah. And he's like, hi!
Wave.
Gets up. And, the rest of Squad 12 goes down the steps. Like, and you guys head down there to meet with him. You all gather here in this big round space. You look at the base, and
I see if there's writing.
there is. You have to get a little bit closer to read it. You're still like 40 feet out. Sam, it seems like Samuel didn't want to get too close. Makes sense.
I go.
You start going, and before you move too much, Samuel like catches you and is like, "Wait, no, don't."
I'll be fine.
Okay. Lets you go
You're welcome.
and turns back. Hi guys.
Sam.
Did Salt call you?
Delgado did.
Oh, you called Delgado? Shakes her head. Oh. It's good to know they keep an eye on us.
It's been days.
Vane points right at William and goes, "Big problem if he goes missing."
Why?
Strong.
So?
Lore master, really important person, guild master.
Strong people run the society on this side.
He was gone for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Apparently, he communicates very well.
Oh. Runava, as you approach this kind of bubble and start walking around it to get all of the writing on this basin. Number one, William Black does not look shocked at all. Like, it caught him in this moment of just pure curiosity written on his face. He looks so confident reaching into this thing. Like, he is just ready to grab this piece. And then Friedman looks terrified. Like, Friedman is reaching quickly out to try and grab William. It looks like he probably saw William suddenly freeze as this light expanded and went for him and just got caught in it. He's looking at his own hand almost terrified. So you get the idea that this probably was a thing that washed over him. And as you kind of walk around to read the entire thing, this one, give me 1 second here. This one reads, again, heavy is the head that wears the crown. And then opposite of that, it reads, the pieces can be found in places you may go. And the piece that is, again, addressed to you, that very specific name, reads, you're in the dark, drowning in it, but that's nothing new to you, is it? And on the other side, it reads, only the man who shapes worlds with no idea of who he is can reach into this basin. And immediately it clicks to you why it seems like William Black was so confident reaching in.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if this is the handicraft of Euros?
You can, yes. Quick correction, I didn't say this basin. It's into the past. It says it again.
Oh.
30-20.
Dirty 20. It is absolutely the handiwork of Euros.
The man who shapes worlds with no idea of who he is. Any of you have any sort of amnesia?
Ritz.
So
It's Ritz. It's about Ritz.
Yes.
Right, then it's your turn.
Alex is like, wait, you can read that?
Yes.
Oh, more detect magic. That makes. Why would
I
he
can
have
read it too. I can comprehend languages.
If you touch it.
Yeah.
You have to touch it.
yeah, that
Yeah.
shouldn't take a minute.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, like I could read it too.
Oh.
Oh. Well, why do you think he can? Points at Ritz kind of questioningly, and then Salt is like, yeah, I mean, no offense. I would expect someone that old to have some kind of memory loss, but I don't know if I would call him the person who doesn't know who he is.
They have a point. I have a legacy to live up to.
Okay, maybe he's not exactly sure who he is, but that's more on delusions than it is on amnesia.
Do you want to give it a try?
I can.
I don't know any other one of us who shapes the world as much as a wizard would.
Did she say that part?
Yeah, she said out loud, a man who shapes
Oh, my bad.
worlds.
Fascinating, though. I don't know what worlds I've shaped, other than my own.
If anyone has some secret amnesia, say it now.
You
Real
people,
quick.
did you know? You shaped all of those people's lives. Their worlds.
True. Good way to look at it. Really quickly, though. Do any of you have a rope?
It's currently wrapping up some armor up front.
Samuel just pulls out rope.
Did you try lassoing him? Didn't work.
He points, and there's a part of the time stop from a different angle where there is a rope that is just floating, frozen, like it touched it and then just locked. There are also, if you look at certain angles, it looks like they tried to throw stuff at Friedman. There's like a thing of jerky. There's a dagger that looks like it's definitely Salt's. That at the way it's frozen mid spin might hit him on the butt instead of the point, maybe. And then there's one of Escatal's shoes. He has 2 shoes on. He might bring extras.
Bro did the my frisbee's stuck on the roof.
Yep.
Yep.
My shoe. No, they're both stuck on the roof.
Riz will grab the rope, tie it to
Okay.
himself, give the other end
Riz
to
gets
Bella.
censored. Sure.
Well,
Pull me if I look frozen.
Okay.
This is
well,
about to
if
be
you
real
look frozen,
interesting.
I'm
I
letting
am
go
not.
of the rope
Well, I'm not that. What way? Why?
because
Oh,
I don't
with
want to
it-
get frozen too.
I don't think it would.
Perhaps you could try a hand at first. See if it freezes you there.
this is gonna be real interesting. I've never been tethered to anybody who's gonna get time stopped.
I could freeze her mouth in place. That's kind of appealing, potentially.
Go ahead, shove your whole head in.
We'll do his hand first.
You
Kind of just reach
put
in.
your hand in, and there's this immediately like a wash, like a tingling sensation up your hand. It doesn't feel like it's freezing. It feels like you're reaching into molasses. It is thick and slow, but it's not frozen. Vane, you, as the hand reaches in and Ritz starts to move, you're like, yeah, go ahead, try. And then your hand freezes in position as Ritz starts to reach in.
Am I frozen at all, or is it like actually like
Nope.
working?
Yeah, you're reaching in just fine.
I like look back at.
Rich, jump through, quick.
You shove yourself in. You start walking through. You guys watch as the constellations are like bouncing off of Ritz's skin as he pushes through. Vane, you, the moment he's totally in, just freeze. Time stopped. As the tether has made the magic affect you, but not Ritz. As Ritz wades through this nebula of gold to reach the basin, you're there next to William Black, who's just got his hand outstretched. Only one finger has managed to touch this little piece of Runava's headpiece. It is just this little geometric shape. It's not like the ring you found before. It's this strange little gray rhombus. You think it might fit somewhere between one of the feathers. You're not sure.
Can I investigate William Black?
Yeah. You make an investigation check.
I'm gonna rob him.
Ooh.
What's he gonna do?
Hold on. I'm plus.
Wait, so is Vane
27.
unconscious? Because
No,
he's
Vane is,
up?
from Vane's perspective, nothing has happened. His arm froze. He saw this happening and he was like, oh, flipped off Ritz, and then was just locked like this. When the time stop ends, it'll be like he blinked.
27, by the way.
Okay. William is in that traveling gear that you saw him in before, but he's ditched the jacket and like one of the outer vests. He's got like a bandolier very similar to Whisper Unto Moonlights that has a bunch of little sample vials and one of those cubes that you've seen before that takes samples. And then he's got his spell book in his hand. Draws a lot of attention to you. And as you look at it, it is labeled. It's written in a bunch of runes, but there are labels on it in common. He is turned to a page with Dispel Magic. He may have been ready for it in case something happened. He's not ready for a time stop.
He's gonna spend the next hour taking all of his spells and writing them down.
Is legit so tempting to like just spend my 2 minutes that I would need to like grab that spell. Not gonna lie. And he's thinking about it. He is very much thinking about it.
You could just ask him. I don't think he would say
Yeah.
no.
Probably not. Honestly. Yeah, he'll just like
say with
It'll
that
probably
high of
also take longer
investigation
than 2 minutes because you're moving like molasses.
yeah, no kidding.
I'd say also with that high of a check, looking at just the general features on William's face, it's not super he's expression-wise, William Black is somewhat monotoned. He has his moments, he smirks, he does this little thing, but in this moment, out and about, with a new discovery in front of him that he's reaching towards, he is lit up with this kind of confidence and excitement that you have not seen on his face before. Like, he feels like a totally different person in this flash of revelation as he is experiencing the joy of research.
And so through through the molasses, I assume I'm like moving slowly and stuff generally, right?
You're moving slowly.
Through the
Your
molasses.
speed is
Yeah.
halved, and then just any actions that would normally take one action would take you double the time.
As he like got closer to the basin, we would look back at Vane quickly. Go over to the beef jerky, grab it, toss it, and then
You
go
grab
back.
the floating beef jerky, and then you just pull it perfectly fine. But when you release it, it just locks where you let go of it.
Like even outside like the bubble, if I like threw it
If
out
you
there?
go and throw it outside the bubble, you can, but then suddenly Vane's hand and eyes move.
Can I
I will say just your like
the
forearm
speed?
moves, Vane. You definitely can't catch it. You have a moment of, like,
I don't need to catch it. I need to pull my tether back.
oh, true. Yeah.
Well,
There you just
sorry.
Vane suddenly just and then just gets whacked in the face with beef jerky.
Ritz, I know you're having fun in
walking
there.
back in. No, he walks back in immediately.
I was gonna say because there's a crowd of people outside just watching you just like
Yeah.
throw beef jerky and read books in here.
And kind
Yeah,
of
go back to the basin.
basin.
It's like those videos of like when
shines.
someone gets locked out of their house and they try like telling their like 5-year-old to like unlock the door and they just start wandering around and like grabbing shit off the counter.
Ritz, grab the headpiece. Oh, what's he got in his spell book? Ritz! Hang on this jerky. Ritz!
Turn the lock! Turn the lock!
Can they? I just grab it. Do my words go through?
Yes. You guys can hear Ritz just fine.
See it like halftime though.
Mm-mm. He
Oh.
talks normal. He just physically has to force his way through movements in here.
Yeah, just reach in. That's what I did.
You reach
With
in
this
and you
like
grab it.
with his wand finger.
As you pinch it with your wand finger and go to pull it out, all of the constellations around you, this nebula of light that is filling this room, just suddenly sucks in to the point that you touch this thing and then explodes out in a flash of white that envelops all of your visions. As it fades, Pulse, you are in control of this sequence.
Dangerous sentence.
Ooh.
You are going to be presented a series of choices in a scenario. You can make whichever one feels right.
All right, all right.
You are not Ritz. You're someone else. Everything feels strange for a moment as you are lifted out of your bodies. And then you blink, and Ritz is not even a thought anymore. You don't think about being Stormridden or Cloudbreach or being so far under the lake, under the Great Lake of May, and then you think, you don't even know what the Great Lake of May is. There are no Great Lakes on this continent. There is nothing that wide or that deep. There are smaller lakes, including one beneath you. 1 miles beneath you. As your facility is airborne.
Facility.
Mm-hmm. This research facility of yours is airborne. And you are its administrator. In charge of everything that happens here. There's something big that's going to be happening in the city today. You don't get to go see it because you are stuck here at work, as you always are. There's a skeleton crew keeping things running, making sure everything stays on track while everyone else goes to the celebration. You're supposed to be doing reports right now, but maybe you just take a break, go get a drink and a snack. You can work diligently, or you can slack off a bit today.
So I'm not. I guess who am I as a person? The question I would ask. Like, does it still feel like a part of him?
You are a completely different person. Your name is Eliana. You're an elven woman, several hundred years old, tired. You're a grandmother. You work all the time. The last time you saw your family was ages ago.
Do I have a want to see my family?
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she'll take that as like, you know, get extra work done. Maybe we'll have time to like go see them if I get enough done.
Okay. You decide to work diligently throughout your morning. Put your nose to the grindstone, put the extra little effort in for the king and kingdom. Maybe if you do enough here, you will be given time to go home and see the people you love. As you work throughout the day, you receive a report on your desk from one of your underlings that there's something strange in some of the new projects that were put out. There was one of the head scientists of the kingdom who said something was impossible in regards to a new machine that was being developed, and it is discovered through additional research that he may have actually hidden some of his findings. A great crime in a research facility of the king. Do you go to speak with him about this? Or do you immediately inform the authorities so that he can be punished?
I'm like head researcher and stuff.
You are in charge of everything.
I would confront them myself.
Okay. You move to confront the scientist themselves. He's a man named Tachyon. A powerful artificer. A strong man. He's one of the few who can cast grand golden spells. And as you speak with him, it becomes very clear, your naturally high insight, that this discovery regarding the manipulation of time was hidden. Something that should not be done, for the king is to have all powers, and all powers that are found to be granted to the king. That is your purpose. That is the purpose of all the followers, to empower those above them. Are you angered at the fact that this was hidden? Or do you agree that the power to alter even time itself is something that no mortal should have?
I think as a researcher, they would know like so much about that magic, probably in some way, shape, or form, that they would be like, they probably know like the repercussions in some way, and just be like, keep carrying on, you know,
Carrying on.
keep it a secret.
You choose to hide Tachyon's lies, confirm that his reports were actually accurate. And the secret of ruling over the temporal itself is kept for now. He's grateful. He shakes your hand, looks up at you with a pair of shimmering blue eyes, and asks if you'll walk with him to look out down at the city far, far below and in the distance, so that maybe you two can enjoy today just a little bit. As friends, not as workers.
Do that or get back to work. He's tired
That
as
is your
hell,
choice.
probably though. So just probably like, a little break.
You choose to take a break. The two of you walk to the edge of the dome, two of only a dozen workers here today. You tap it, allowing it to open up and show you a bright, blue expanse of sky spreading out every direction. You're among the clouds, far, far above the kingdom's southern continent. You look off to the north, where you know home is, where you know the capital is, where the grand tower of the king rests, where you know the culmination of so much of your research is about to be put on display. And then there is a light out on the horizon, pulse, a shimmer that rushes out like a shock wave. And as it reaches you in this moment, do you regret spending so much time at work? All of your life? Or do you embrace your work?
It's like her life's work.
Mm-hmm.
You probably have like regrets with family, but I think like, you know, me personally, embrace that shit. Like you worked hard to get there.
The light rushes out as it meets you. That is the last choice you ever get to make. And then, all of you blink as the light fades. You are back here. Kind of shake your heads loose. Ritz, you in particular have a moment of shock as you were not you just now. A very unsettling experience.
I don't like being an elf. Oh.
No yapping. We don't say anything this time.
This time, you don't say anything. I will say, though, all of you have a strange discomfort. Like there is some detail you are not fully aware of, that you're not completely embracing. There's something you noticed in that vision that is just lost in the murk of living another life for a moment. Probably because to the person who you talked to, it's another part of the day, but does not mesh with what you know. None of you are quite sure what it is. None of you can put a finger on it yet. But there is a gasp of air before you can think of too much. As Friedman and William Black both
Welcome back, sir.
William just turns really calmly back, sees all of you standing, and just... Well, shit.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're gonna get us a
Morning.
great payday, Willie.
How long? Days? Oh, I think. Worried weeks. Friedman's like, ah!
Wait, does he get
Ah!
pointed?
Oh yeah, no, he did. He absolutely was like, huh, and then just boom,
What about the dagger?
The
More
back
like
end
a
of it.
lasso.
Boom, ow! And the
The
lasso just
lasso.
What the fuck happened?
A time
Frozen. In time.
Right. I assumed there would be some kind of magical effect. I thought whatever occurred, I'd be able to usher away. That's not true. I thought nothing was going to occur because I... He, like, looks at you, Renav, and he's like, you can read it.
Yes, I can.
This belongs to you, by the way.
Thank you.
It was a fair guess.
I would have done the same.
William seems almost despondent. Like the face he had before where he had found his calling in this moment of discovery meant for him is just completely turned on its head as he's released from this time stop. It's all the rest of you, and he just, well, thank you all for coming down here, and thank you for going to fetch them. How did they know you all would know how to get us out?
I didn't.
We did.
Then why are you here?
We're in trouble.
All right. Explain. Do you guys just this happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys explain the whole tide striker situation to him, and he just. That is concerning. I will absolutely look into that. Why did they send you here to? Why didn't he turns to the rest of them, to like Squad 12, just, and Salt immediately is like, the moment you touch that thing, this entire place locked up tighter than a pissed off turtle. Oh. So you have all been trapped down here for a day and a half. Yeah, well, not me. I climbed into a bathroom pipe and wiggled my way out to freedom, and was attacked by several carnivorous lake creatures. And then I found
Nothos.
Squad 13. Yes, Nothos. Oh, Nothos. They're not that big, and they're
They were real bigger than usual.
oh.
And there was like 50 of them.
Oh.
Then something ate him.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's
Oh.
uh
It got Bella.
There you go. You're caught up. Okay.
you just and so I would like to Alex and Escatol, and they're just like, we kind of didn't mention that. I think we might have set something free on our way down.
What?
So there was this big wheel thing, and we thought that it would open the door. So we turned it.
Oh
It
yeah, the
seemed
wheel
to just
doesn't do
activate some
anything.
mechanism.
Oh, it did
Oh,
something.
it does something now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It didn't do anything bad
Yeah,
immediately.
Something started eating the Nothos.
Did you test it before? Did it
Yeah, we
move?
tried to turn that thing so many times. Nothing ever came of it.
Hmm.
Were you able to turn it?
Yeah, we were able to turn it, just nothing happened. It just kept spinning. It was actually kind of fun. Me and Samuel went back and forth, spinning it one way or another, trying to see how many times we could loop before the other one would put their hand in and stop it and spin it the other way.
Well, you spun it enough. I spun it and something happened.
Oh, maybe we just had to spin it a lot. Maybe the fact that we were spinning it one way and then back the other way was undoing us, Samuel. Maybe we just had to keep going clockwise.
Maybe it didn't work because this needed to be activated, which activated that.
And then William goes, "Where are the other researchers?"
There are other
they're
researchers.
hiding in one of the bedrooms. Yeah, there's like the 5 of us and like 10 other
Right.
people.
Oh, speaking of, and
Oh.
Vane digs in his bag and he goes, Will, these are yours.
Thank you. So, did everybody see that just now? Squad 12 cuts starts like nodding, kind of confused. Escatal's like, it was really weird. What was that? Why did I feel like I was watching an elf lady's day-to-day work life?
Drugs.
Oh my gosh. They don't usually do that.
So like reappears, like right next to Vane. Vane, why don't you go get the researchers? You seem to have a big smile on your face.
You guys all
I
turn. On Vane's cheek, and real quick there, is a smiley face. A little bit of paint.
Then Selleck
there
goes back invisible.
As like sort of we start talking about the research, and as people start talking about the vision, I'm gonna kind of try and subtly study Runava as we're talking about like what we saw and what happened. Let's see if she shows any sign of recognition or any kind of strong feelings about what just happened.
Runava, how do you react to this situation? What are you doing in this moment?
I think I'm still just looking over the basin.
Yeah. Like, Runava seems almost uninterested in the vision. Not necessarily because it was familiar, but mostly because Runava is so engrossed in this.
I'll walk over to Runava and the basin. And just behind you, just how steady is your hand?
How steady is my what?
Your hand, how steady is your hand?
Steady
Can
enough.
you hold straight lines? Can you? You're an artist, right? Can you do straight lines, not shaky when you do them?
Yes.
I tap your arm as you look. I'm handing you a small curved dagger.
I'll take it. Thanks. I'll turn to the basin. Start cutting out. I mean, you know the part.
Yeah. You start cutting out the part. While Vane, presumably an invisible Selleck, and Eschatal and Salt go to get the researchers. In Salt's own words, she wants to put her fucking clothes back on. So she's going back. Eschatal is just going to lead you all. And Vane's kind of looking around, taking in all the sights. And it's just a few rooms away that Eschatal opens a door, and there's another big space, sort of this recessed series of rectangles in the floor. And rimming them are all of these people who are just sitting. You all kind of like sit up at attention as you come in. Saul comes in and she goes, "All right, everyone, I'm not dead. Where the fuck are my pants?" And she turns and just walks. Some of the researchers start helping her as Eschatal's like, "Yep, this is it. We just had them all waiting here because this room was... I was the only one that had like 2 easily closable doors, because this one and then that one. So, you know, not anything too crazy."
Yo, Squad 13.
And some of the researchers do like their little waves and everything, and Eschatal's like, "Yeah, no, they're it's okay. Let him have the moment to sort of realize we're saved, and then you'll get all the adulation that you deserve."
I don't really want any. I just wanted to say hi.
"Oh, that's good. That's good of you. I thought you were more showboaty than that. Maybe I misjudged you." Vayne. Vane?
That's it.
Yeah. He goes for like a little fist bump. As your fists meet, there's the tap, and there's immediately a... I didn't do it. You watch as the recessed squares in the floor kind of sink a little bit more at the bottom of them. And they kind of click, like boom, one after the other, until all 3 of them have recessed. and the researchers all pull back away from them really quick and come back towards you as the rectangles start filling with water slowly that's coming in.
Fuck. No, but I think we did.
And Escatal's like, what? And the bottom of them lowers further into the water and then starts spreading apart as what we in modern day would call a moon pool is revealed. 3 openings into the lake sink and open. And as it does, out of one of them, you watch a big claw, maybe like the size of Escatal, come up and just onto the tile, and then a second one, and then this big, hefty, crocodile-like creature heaves itself out of the water, opens its mouth, and lets out a long. You see the glowing uvula in the back. And the researchers immediately book it for the door as a couple of Nothos peek their noses into one of the moon pools near you. And Escatal, uncharacteristically, pulls out a second-hand crossbow and really quickly reloads his first one with it. And as the 3 of you in this room, 4 of you, Salt, are about to roll initiative, and the rest of you, about 200 feet away in another room, are about to have to react, that is where we are going to end this session.
Who all is in that room?
In that room is Selic, Vane, Escatal, and Saltmark.
Glad I'm invisible.
Oh, they're dead.
Glad I'm
It's
invisible.
fine with the back line. We got this.
I think 200 feet is more than the back line. I think it's not in the fight. I think it's... Thank you all for watching and listening, and hopefully having a good time. I'm always a big fan of as these things are happening. Just because I love seeing how my players do things. It makes me happy. But if you want to see more, as always, like subscribe, come back, watch more. You could also check out other stuff on the channel, like one-shots. If you want to watch these episodes a week earlier, you can support us on Ko-fi. You could get access to next week's episode and find out what happens in the crocodile battle right now, unless you are Ko-fi, in which case, good job, guys. Thank you so much. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Vane.
You're going to be okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I wanted to fight today.
Too late.
A little too good on intimidation.